Hello Ji, Assalamu alaikum. Today's video I'm recording in English, and this video I am recording for all my family's children and adults as well, because today we are going to discuss what is the concept of azan and what azan leads you. So when azan is just a calling, exactly just like any calling. When you start your school day, the school bell rings. Everybody knows what to do. Go to their classes. When the recess bell rang, then everybody know this is recess, and everyone know what to do. Same way, azan, when azan is called, this is a bell or a reminder or a calling that whatever you were doing, now you take a break and you connect yourself to Allah. And so when you hear the azan, in order for, it is exactly same like when you're going to school. You prepare yourself, you comb your hair, you change your clothes, prepare your lunch, and then because you know where you're going and what you are supposed to do. Same way, when the azan is being called, then you, even if you go to mosque or if you are in your own home, you prepare yourself for something that you are going to fulfill. And in order to do that, you make your wudu. That is your preparation. Like physically you are cleaning yourself and you perform the wudu, and mentally you are preparing yourself that what you are going to do. So when you go and you stand up and ready to start your salat after making the wudu, so then this salat is basically a dialogue between you and your creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you are going to have a conversation with God. And so when you go and you stand in front of God, Allah, and is about to start your prayer, he's very pleased. And then that he called you and you came, and then you are now ready for the conversation. So when you standing and you want to say your takbir tahrima, which is Allahu Akbar, the Allah is saying, okay, I called you, you came, what you came for. So then you tell Allah that, okay, when you say Allahu Akbar and you raise your hands, it is exactly like when police is going to arrest someone, or like when you give up anything that you were doing. Usually, like when you're playing a soccer game, a boxing match, when you raise your hands, it is a universal symbol of that you have given up. So then same way, when you say Allahu Akbar and you raise your hands, you are given up the worldly things, whatever you were doing, what were your thoughts, and you give up everything except now. Why? Because now you are having to have a dialogue and a conversation with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So in order to do that, then you have to have your 100% attention, and then with these raising your hands, you are symbolizing that you have given up everything, and now you are ready to communicate with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So then when you start reading Surah Fatiha, so when you Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, you said, I start with the name of Allah, in the name of Allah, who is the most beneficial and merciful. Then you says, then Allah asks you, you came to me and you raise your hands and you're ready to have a conversation with me. Do you know who I am? If you go and you want to meet someone, you would like to know who is that person. So in this same situation, Allah Ta'ala subhanahu wa ta'ala asks you a question. Do you know who I am? And then you says, of course I know. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. All the praises to Allah, and you are the Rabb, you are the creator creator of this whole universe. And like, so then Allah asks you a second question, says, okay, you know who I am, and do you know like how I what I my likes, what kind of entity I am? Then he says, of course I know, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, that you are very, very merciful and beneficent. And then he says, okay, I am the creator of the whole universe, and I am very compassionate. And what else do you know about me? Then he says, how beneficent and how more powerful I am. Then says, Maliki Yawmiddin, that you are the Lord, you are the boss of the day of the judgment. Then when we going to die, and then we go and stand in front of you, you will know what we have done in our life. When we were alive, we did good things, bad things, whatever we have done in our life on this planet, it would be rewind and then replayed in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, and then he will be the master of that day. So you says, Maliki Yawmiddin. So then then the conversation goes on, and then it says, okay, you know who I am, and you give up everything, and then you are standing in front of me. What do you want from me? Why you came? What is your request? What do you want me to do for you? Then you says, Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in, that we worship you, we praise to you. I am going to put my forehead in front of you on the ground. And if you see in the world, you will, people bow a little bit to show respect, but nobody would like to go in front of anyone and put their forehead on the ground in front of any living person. That would be the highest height of humiliation. So, but with the God, with the Creator, you're going to put your forehead in front of Him. So then He says, we pray for you. We are, وَإِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ, we worship you, and وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينُ, and you are the one who can only help me. Like you will make your parents can help you, your teacher can help you, other people can help you, but Allah made them that way to help you. So ultimately everything goes back and leads back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he's saying, so then the person who's in the namaz, he say, Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in, that I worship you and I ask your help. I seek your refugees, your help. So he says, what kind of help, Allah? Then I ask you, what kind of help do you want? And he says, then you say, Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim, oh Allah, keep me on the right path, on the straight path. So he says, so I can do all the good things and I don't do anything which you don't like. So after that, when he says, Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim, so then Allah asks you, what kind of a straight path? What you're looking for? What you are going to achieve from that straight path? Then he says, Sirat al-lazina an'amta alayhim, the path that you have shown and you ask us to follow. So I want your help to keep me on that path, on that straight path. غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين, the path that you like. I please save me, give me a refuge, save me from going to the path that you didn't like, the people who the path that you have described, and then you will be pleased, the straight path, not the path that some people follow and then they will make you angry. They are violating the rules that you have set. So this is a very first opening of the namaz, then a dialogue. So when you are next time going to recite the namaz, every time when you say Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen in your mind, say that to yourself in translation, in English, in Urdu, whatever, that who is Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, and what is meaning of Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, and what is the meaning of Maliki Yawmiddin, what it means the day of the judgment. And then if you keep every time when you say this Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen and remind yourself in your mind what you are saying, all the other thoughts will go away. You will never think about anything, because you already establish that when you raise your hand and you said Allahu Akbar, you have given up all the thoughts, you have given up all the other things, and then you are ready to face the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you are ready to have a dialogue with him. So this is a little translation that I have recorded for you. It would be very beneficial for you if you see that this video and try to act the way I explain it to you. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum.